Alright, you guys, so welcome to Guilty Pleasure Movie of the Week. And today's Guilty Pleasure Movie of the Week is The Legend of Hercules. Which, The Legend of Hercules is a 2014 film that is directed by Renny Harlin, and this movie is part of my Guilty Pleasure Movie of the Week. I got this movie back Christmas last year with my headphones, and so I not seen this movie, and a lot of people gave this movie hate, so I wanted to see how this movie will turn out for me. Seeing the Rotten Tomatoes score, which is at 3%, which is highly unfair, and hearing about the trouble production, so yeah. So let's get into it. Anyways, this is the DVD. Take the code out. And The Legend of Hercules, the DVD disc. So yeah. So the plot of this movie is, as the son of Zeus, king of the gods, and a mortal woman, Hercules is blessed with extraordinary strength. Caught in a forbidden love, Hercules is exiled by his stepfather, the king, and sold into slavery. The legendary strongman endures harrowing battles and death matches in the gladiators arena. And he must use his formidable powers to fight his way back to his rightful kingdom, overthrow its treacherous ruler, and restore peace to the land. So what I think of The Legend of Hercules is, I'll be honest, first time I watched this movie I was disappointed. But then rewatching it again for a second time on DVD, I liked it even more now. This movie is so bad, it's good. I don't think it's terrible as the critics make it out to be, but I do have to say this movie got a lot of issues. And this was the first of 2 Hollywood Studio Hercules films in the year 2014. The second one was the Brett Ratner directed Hercules, starring The Rock. Now, I want to talk about the cast. We have Kellen Lutz as Hercules. Some people say he looks like Chris Hemsworth. He sounds like Chris Hemsworth, but he really doesn't. I really think that Kellen Lutz, he pulls off a decent performance with the material that he's given. Gaia West is Hebe. She's pretty good in the role for what she has, and I like the chemistry between her and Kellen Lutz. It was kind of cool. Scott Adkins is King Amphitryon. He overacts a little bit, but I can't blame him. The script does have problems. You also got Roxanne McKee, Liam McGarrigan, Liam McIntyre, Ray Serbezia, and Jonathan Shake as these characters. Queen Alcmene, Iflikis, Sotiris, Chiron, and Tarak. And Luke Newberry as Agamemnon. But yeah, the acting is good for what it is. And this movie has a 3% on Rotten Tomatoes, and Rotten Tomatoes critical status says that cheap looking, poorly acted, and dull, The Legend of Hercules is neither fun enough to qualify as an action movie nor absorbent enough to work on a dramatic level. Not only does this movie fail critically, but it also failed commercially against a budget of $70 million. For a budget of $70 million, this movie does not look cheap looking. Yes, some of the effects are not good. Some of the acting is not good. And I will admit that there are parts of this movie I really hate. And most of this movie does feel like stuff got cut out. Because the movie is only an hour and 39 minutes long. That's a little bit too short. I do wish the movie could have been a little bit longer. Now, my problems with this movie, again, some of the effects are not good. Some of the acting isn't great. The script does have a lot of problems. There were some moments where this movie was trying to be a dramatic movie. I hated the king in this film. And the fight, the action sequences, is not a whole lot of action, but there's some action to satisfy you if you just want to watch a guilty pleasure movie. And I'm very glad I watched this movie when I first got it, because even though people been saying don't go see this movie, reviews from 2014, a lot of people's reviews movie hated it, some people think it's decent, some people love it as a guilty pleasure. I'm one of those people who likes this movie as a guilty pleasure. I don't think it's terrible, I don't think it's great either. I'm not defending this movie, I'm just stating my positives and negatives, but overall, The Legend of Hercules, it's a darn good time for a guilty pleasure, for a time waster, but when you think of it as a movie that's supposed to be about the origin of Hercules, it is pretty disappointing. So, I'm going to give The Legend of Hercules a middle badly. Because it's not great, it's not perfect, but I don't hate it. I get enjoyment out of it, but again, it is disappointing. Let me know in the comments below what you think of The Legend of Hercules. Do you like it? Do you dislike it? And what is your favorite movie based on historical events like Hercules, the Iliad, Trojan War, 300, whatever? Just comment what is your favorite historical movie down below. Bye.